Let's hear it.
I got a lot to say. I wrote it down. The partial testimony. Originally I wanted to wait until I was fully healed with everything.
Yep.
And I decided it was too much. So I felt this was really important. I heard you talking to somebody last week and it inspired me to tell my partial testimony.
Go ahead.
So, I'm 61 years old. I started February 10th, so it's about a little over 5 months now. I started with the compromised dosing chart, and it took me about 4 weeks to get up to the full dose. And from my head down to my toes, it's just been a wild journey. Honestly, it's mind, body, and soul. And I'm going to start with my head, my mental state. I've suffered most of my life with anxiety, severe anxiety and depression, panic attacks, shaking uncontrollably and not being able to breathe, a lot of sleeping issues, sleepwalking, fighting in my sleep, reoccurring night terrors as long as I could remember, night sweats, grinding my teeth. I had a lot of aggressive and impulsive behaviors. I had a lack of concentration and a lack of comprehension. To say brain fog is an understatement. At one point, I had phobia so bad that I was afraid to go outside. Except for work, I stayed in for over a year. And after several years in therapy, I was diagnosed with post-traumatic stress disorder, and a few other things, alphabet soup. But after many years, eventually, I started to take some pretty heavy-duty prescriptions, trazodone, which oddly enough, I believe, was originally a horse tranquilizer to help me sleep and calm me down, and Klonopin for the panic attacks that I had, sometimes a few a day, the really bad ones, and nothing ever helped me really. Since starting your protocol, all of that is resolved. That's the list of resolved things. There are others, but they don't have to do with my mental state. They have to do with my body, which I've told you a few the last 2 times we spoke. Along with getting off of that trazodone and Klonopin, I no longer take any of my asthma medications or my allergy medications, which was something I never could do. I couldn't go 2 days without a Zyrtec or I'd be covered in giant rashes. And I have a long list, A to Z, of co-infections from Rocky Mountain spotted fever that I was diagnosed with 12 years ago, but I do believe I've had all my life. Could have possibly even been passed down from my mother. And now, I'm on the mend in a lot of ways, but that mental aspect is huge. And I have this new feeling. I'm happy. I have so much hope. It's nothing short of amazing. I feel like I've come out of the darkness and I'm walking in the light.